So we see Fred Gordon, the manager of the Royal Bank of Scotland, has lost his knighthood, and individuals are kind of worried and wondering whether he should have lost it since he hadn't done any criminal acts or he hadn't gone to jail or any court incident, whatever. But I think that the Queen moved right in the knighting him. Now, a knighthood is a very prestigious award, and the recipients need to show exemplary behavior. Now, the royal family has also responsibilities to the British society, at large, and the people have suffered by the acts of this Fred Gordon. They call him the Shred. He purchased a bank, a Netherlands bank, a Dutch bank, and laid off people. He just like what some of the folks do over here in America. They buy an organization, lay off everybody, sell off the assets, and take the business to their original facilities because they have the capacity to handle it. But it's a vicious move in which they're trying to gain market share through means that aren't so ethical, in that they sometimes could even prevent you from getting loans, come with a hostile takeover plan because they know that your assets, the land and the building and the machinery and so on, might fetch a handsome reward, which will compensate sometimes for the inflated offer they come with. But in the scheme of things, I think the Queen would like her honorees to behave in a way that could be seen to be very ethical. Laying out the people was kind of unconscionable. In this time of unemployment and so forth, the people are going to cry out, and I understand he almost brought the bank to the brink of collapse, and the government had to come in with some money to bail it out, as it were. And so the citizens will be after the royal family if they don't, because he is Sir Gordon, Fred Gordon, and he is causing people all this grief. So they're going to take it out on the Queen and her family, and so put this honest system in disrepute. So I think it's appropriate, basically, to denight him and let him go away. I don't know what he's going to do about this whole situation, but a lot of times people are succeeding and they take it to the extreme, and then it becomes a pain. For example, a person might be getting along fine in the office, and then suddenly they're going to do something, and bam, it causes a problem, and the whole good that they've done is just squandered, and people screaming and saying, get rid of this beast or whatever. So I guess if he had his life to live over again, he might not have made that move, because it seems as if he hadn't made that move, perhaps the Royal Bank of Scotland might have fared better, or even if it might have been the same situation, because so many other banks have had problems in which people run in the bank and they lend out money, they expand the money, they have like $5 in the first loan, and they lend it out, it comes back in, they lend it out, it comes back in, they lend it out, and so you have like $1,000 out there for just $5. So if people are in a strait and they need the money, they come to the bank and say, I need my $5. The bank only has $5, but it has $1,000 out there in debt, and if the people who owe it would pay it up so that they could have the $1,000 to give to the investors, that would be great, but many times they don't, and so that bank might fail. So there are other ways that it could have failed, but and it might have been okay, but it's just the predatory behavior, laying off the people, selling off the assets, and playing smart. And then of course, there's like the karma. They say that's a Hindu word or some Indian word, karma, meaning that when you do evil, it comes back and get you. I think the scripture also talks about that, in which you must do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. And there are other parables that explain the same principle. So in my view, I think that the knighthood is of more value than this guy. And take it away was the right thing to do, because if it comes in disrepute, then it just loses that motivational and that goodwill that it has. Because people doing extraordinary yeoman tasks, maybe with a little eye that maybe the queen will see me and give me a little knighthood, or some member of the royal of the empire and so on, or some other lord or whatever, the queen is authorized to give out. So getting rid of him is real good, because it's going to keep the system with respect and admiration, and royal family needs that. So bye bye, Gordon, Fred Gordon.